Jordan had a lot to say about Alessia Russo not performing and not scoring goals. And now that she is, I just want to say she's a Tar Heel.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about her because she wasn't scoring goals. So what are you going to say?
We need to have a little ticker on this show for every time Jenny mentions Tar Heels in North Carolina and Nico mentions Boca.
Are you serious?
Just put it on the back screen.
Easily, Jenny has mentioned UNC much more than I've mentioned Boca.
Well, during the Women's World Cup, there's so many. On this England side, you have Serena Vegman, who's leading. She is a Tar Heel. She is the England head coach. Lucy Bronze, who is an absolute rock, solid as a diamond back there for England, also a Tar Heel.
There we go. There we go.
And
You
then
said it
Alessia
twice.
Russo, who scored just
You're missing one.
One more?
Yeah. Earlier.
It's true. I mean, they're incredibly strong. And when we talk about Serena Vegman, this is going to be her second World Cup final in a row. Last time she was there with the Netherlands, lost to the United States 2-0. But for her to be in back-to-back finals with different countries is an absolute incredible, resume and just a show of what kind of a tactician she is and what kind of talent she has.
Potentially back-to-back championships, too. They just won the Euros last year, and that was really England showing up and saying, all right, we have made it to this stage. They had a good 2019 World Cup. I will say that. England was very strong, but they are a different animal, a different beast under Wigman and what she's been able to do. And we'll see. This is not the championship game we are expecting. Spain, England. I would say people had different expectations going into this World Cup, but I really think when you watch the tournament play out, these are two of the best teams that played. Absolutely,
100%.
Hands down.
It's a great final.
Before we move on to kind of previewing that final, let's chat about Australia and their run here. As we mentioned, Sam Kerr got the start in this game today. She was a difference maker from the jump. After she scored that goal, the equalizer for Australia, and it was, we saw it. It was an absolute banger. I thought the momentum had shifted. You're playing in front of your home fans. The crowd is completely behind you. Where did they fall short for you, Jordan? How were they not able to capitalize on that and get momentum, utilize that momentum to move on to win this one?
Yeah, I think it's interesting because this is 63rd minute, right? 64th minute, actually. So if Sam Kerr didn't start, she would be in the game by now anyways. I think that this Australian team was just a push was a little too late. They couldn't get a hold of the game in the first half. I think the decision from Tony Gustafsson to start her, you can't not start her if she's available and ready to play. Right. But if that goes 1-1, is Sam Kerr playing the rest of the game? And their substitutes with Sam Kerr starting didn't have the impact that Sam Kerr would have off the bench, right? So I think they got to a point in the game where they weren't able to get back in it because you bring in Van Egmond, who's not a finisher. So it just was a difficult decision they had to make. And that is, I'm glad we got that beauty though from Sam Kerr.
That when you concede a goal like that late after equalizing the game, when you're the underdog like Australia, it's very deflating.
Well, and they weren't giving up goals in this World Cup. And to give up a goal like that, where it looked like just mistimed by Ellie Carpenter, right? She takes 2 bites at the apple, can't get a clearance on it. These are heavy legs. Australia barely rotated through this World Cup. They didn't, especially that back line, not that you're going to rotate, but some teams did in the group stage. These are the moments where it's make or break, and unfortunately, that's just a tough moment. And it wasn't as if Sam Kerr didn't have opportunities too after that. She had a little flick that I think if she goes a little stronger on the header and doesn't try to place it so much, potentially there, she kicks one over the bar.
Yeah, the big miss is the kick over the bar off the corner kick.
Here's a look at some of these chances.
This is the flick that Jordan was talking about.
Oh, I didn't see this one.
Yeah, she goes back flick. I think if she just goes near post.
Yeah.
But then this is the one that I'm talking about where she hits it right over. She doesn't let it drop enough here. You're so close to the goal. She could just smash that in. She
knows it too.
Misses that. Oh, yeah, to see the disappointment in her eyes because she could have equalized for Australia late. But that would have been 2 for 2 for her. I think the back line, Ellie Carpenter, that mistake, you could see it in Sam Kerr's face. She was like, you can't make that mistake. It's the World Cup. They're going to feed off of those mistakes. Lauren Hemp absolutely continues her run and bites on that. incredible from Lauren Hemp. Honestly, her performance was outstanding today. But when we talk about Ellie Carpenter, you can see her swipe for it once. She mistimes it with her right foot. She wants to take it away from the goal. She mistimes it, and Lauren Hemp just sneaks in, and
takes
just
advantage.
tragic for her.
Lauren Hemp scored almost the exact same goal in the quarterfinal too. She just keeps following the play, and you need the variety of goal scorers if you're going to win a World Cup. You need people that can hit it from a tight angle like Russo did, but you also need someone who's just hungry and willing to sacrifice everything in the box, and Hemp has been providing that for this English squad.
Hemp has been playing for Lauren James in
No,
this
Hemp has
absence?
been playing for Ella Toone was playing in Lauren James's. Now they get Lauren James back.
Great point.
Okay, here's my question. With that modification between Hemp, Toone to kind of make up for that absence of Lauren James, and it's worked so well, and you have Hemp scoring.
Yeah. And now you bring Lauren James back in.
You're Serena Wiegman. What do you do?
You bring Lauren James back in.
Without a shadow of a doubt?
I thought Lauren James, after her group stage performances, I said, this is going to be the player of the tournament. She didn't start the first game, then she started, and it was like, she took over games. She had 5 goal contributions in a game. It was just ridiculous. 2 goals and 3 assists. She was all over the place. So,
and she will come back with a vengeance in this match as well. Just be so excited to be back on the pitch to make up for her
in a World Cup final.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Her talent is incredible.
So